is obviously fraught with a peculiar illogic and childishness and naivete. I mean, we're a culture that, robs our children to create a potlatch culture in the present. And this would look fairly pathological from any cultural perspective outside our own. The thing, I mean, this is a segue, but it makes sense. The thing that I think psychedelics do that addresses this problem and many, many problems or choke points in our ideological effort to understand what's going on is the contribution that they make is that they dissolve boundaries. And culture, I mean, the word virtual reality was used as we went around the circle. Culture is the sanctioned virtual reality. And it is put in place by the machinery of local language, you see. And so then you're born into this circumstance, and you're told, you are a male child, you are a citizen of the United States, you are a Christian, you are a Jew, you will go to college, you will do this. And you never question. It's called the social contract. It hasn't gone unnoticed by Western philosophers. It's gone unnoticed by those of us who are its foremost victims. They try to tell you that you're in a social contract, but when you ask to see your signature on the document, they tell you that you were born into this contract. Well, what the hell kind of contract is that? It means that you were born into a kind of enslavement to a linguistically empowered paradigm of virtual reality within which you will walk around your entire life, congratulating yourself on its accomplishments and ignoring its contradictions and weaknesses. So what psychedelics do, and why they are in all times and all places such social dynamite, is they dissolve the cultural machinery. Doesn't matter. Head-shrinking Amazon native, Hasidic Jew, Chinese merchant in Singapore, whoever it is, the psychedelic dissolves their cultural construct and puts them in touch with the fact of being in organism. Being an organism is like what you get when you take off your real clothing. Not this clothing, but the clothing of language, programming, and assumption. Then you find yourself within the context of organism, outside the context of culture. And for the reason this is not a mass movement is many people hear that and they say, I know what that is. That's called being nuts. I don't want that. That sounds absolutely terrifying. Well, these are people for whom that cultural machinery is necessary armoring in an almost Reichian sense. Necessary armoring. They cannot face the world without culture because they are in fact defined by culture. Now, who are these people? These are the people, and we each to some degree imbibe in this category. These are the people whose values are set by the engines of commerce and propaganda. These are the people who dress as they are told to dress, spend as they are told to spend, believe as they are told to believe. But within every human being, there is a kind of, at least the possibility of a revulsion against this kind of anesthesia of uniqueness. Because that's what it is. You can put your uniqueness to sleep. And then, you dress Gucci and you invest with these people and you drive this car and you know you're correct. because your accountants, your managers, your agents, your public, whoever, your husband, your lover, is telling you that you're correct. Definition from without means being defined by the cultural machinery.